Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Up Zero's podcast, episode number 4. Today we have Parrott Senior guard from Parrott Academy varsity basketball team, and Clay Harrell's team, William Corey. He played soccer as well, and he joined me yesterday for a few minutes to do a little senior spotlight on the guy who deserves it. He's worked hard, and this young man, I learned a lot about him just in that time I spoke to him. He's very studious. He's very, very a matter of fact, and he's very cautious about what he says, and I enjoyed my time speaking with him. I think he's a great young man, and I look forward to seeing what his plans are for the future and what he plans, how he's going to turn out. And with everything going so far, he seems like he already has a plan. But William Corey,
I went to
join me.
Parrott because of COVID, because I was enrolled at New Bern. I had my schedule set up and everything, but then COVID happened. So we pivoted to come here because I'd be in school all the time.
Corey started off at the Epiphany School in New Bern, and then when COVID hit, he and his parents decided that he'd rather go to class and try to do work from home. So I asked him if he made the right decision going to Parrott Academy.
Yeah, I think it was a good decision. I think it was good because now I have a different set of friends, and I'll have more connections later in life, and I've gotten to meet a lot of cool people from different parts of Eastern North Carolina and kind of expand my view of the region a little bit.
No one argues the point that public schools have not been beneficial for millions of Americans, kids and children, but the fact that a private school like Parrott puts out as many graduates and college-bound students, you can't argue that point. And Corey felt like that would have been that Parrott is the best place for him to further his education.
Right way, like you can get just as good or better of an education than a place like Parrott, but I think it's much harder to do that because of like you said, there's less teachers there and there's less people that are looking out for you. So I think at Parrott it's easier to maximize my opportunities than it would be at New Bern, but there still are a lot of opportunities at New Bern and other public schools.
Corey has been Coach Clay Harrell's defensive specialist, usually guarding the other team's best offensive player. And Corey loves the idea of going in there specifically for a reason to play defense, but he does like getting his shots off once in a while. But he did play 4 years on the field in soccer, and was the physicality of soccer is similar to basketball.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun to take on the challenge. Like, even in life, it's kind of fun to do stuff that puts you outside your comfort zone. It's fun to guard people who might be better than me or quicker or whatever, but I think as long as I give my best effort, I have a decent shot of help stopping them and help us win.
Corey describes himself as a quiet leader and tries to lead by example, but he feels like his biggest quality is...
I think for me, it'd probably be, I think my, calm... I try to be pretty calm, and I think I'm a calming presence whenever we play. So I think, kind of like basketball IQ in a way, if that makes sense. I try to, limit turnovers and things like that, just make winning plays.
He definitely seems older for his age. He looks older for his age, and he seems a lot more mature than most 18-year-olds. So I asked him, does his teammates pick on him and call him old man sometimes?
Yeah, they do sometimes, because, I don't know, I read a lot, and a lot of my friends don't really do that. And just kind of things like that. I'm very quiet. I don't talk too much. But, yeah, I think they respect me. I think we have a culture of respect. I think everyone listens to each other. we don't really like interrupt each other when we're talking, like in the locker room or when someone's trying to help someone else out, and we're always very accepting. So I think that's the strength of our team for sure.
Each one of Coach Clay Harrell's players means something different to him, and it always has some philosophy or some type of phrase that he would say to motivate the players on the team. And I asked William, what would he leave Parrott with that has resonated with him that Coach Clay Harrell has said to him at times or said to the team?
So for me, I think Coach Harrell, he's always harping on like hard work and getting 1% better every day, and having a good day at practice, or having a good practice. I think that's very applicable to me because like throughout school and life, it's easy to have like bad days or not feel at your best. But I think he's helped me to see that like it's okay to be like that, but you can still have a good day despite that, or have good productivity. Like, it's been hard for me. I've written a ton of college essays this fall. Wow. But like whenever I think of that, if I'm having like a bad day writing or I can't really think of anything, then I'm just like, I do my best. I try to have the best day that I can, like despite my writer's block or whatever is going on.
I asked William what his plans were after he graduates from Parrott, where he plans to go to college.
I'm looking at probably my top couple right now are Chapel Hill and South Carolina.
Everybody knows if you live in North Carolina, you probably want to go to the University of North Carolina. Most kids do. But I asked them why South Carolina. What does South Carolina have to offer?
They have a really good business program, and I think that's something I want to do in some degree, whether it's like a minor or even just take a couple classes. And they have a really strong honors college, and I'm attracted to that because like the community it provides and like the connections further down the road.
Corey has already completed his college application, so he's just waiting to hear and decide on which school he wants to go to. So in the meantime, I asked him, what does he look to accomplish his last few months at Parrott, and what are his goals after Parrott Academy?
Hopefully win a couple more games for basketball, get the playoffs. But then outside of that, I'm hoping to have a lot of fun this spring. I'm done with all my college applications now, and the grades are all in for the mid-year report, so I can chill a little bit now. I'm looking forward to hiking a little bit because I used to do that a lot. I've gotten away from it, so I'm trying to go hike the Appalachian Trail a little bit.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, even if it's just for like a day or two. But I was really good when I got out there. And I don't know, besides that, just hang out with my family a lot, go on some trips, spend time with my grandparents before going off to college.
Thank you again to an outstanding young man, William Corey, the senior spotlight here on the podcast for Hump's Heroes. Thank y'all again. See y'all next time.
They're like snowbirds, so they live down here for the like fall, winter, and spring.
Oh, yeah.
They go up to the northeast for the summer. But they're the ones down here are named Bill and Jenny, and then my other set of grandparents. I've got a couple of scholarships I've been practicing for with the interviews, so it's good to hear.